Hey, everybody. This is your girl, CT Connects. Yep, it's me. I am so happy to see you on this new day of the new year. There's a lot of things that we have that we can be expected to see that's prosperous, that's going to work in our favor. And I just wanted to come in and say good morning or afternoon, I should say. Hey. What's going on, Papa? Corinne Bliss Johnson, much love to you, much respect, King. I'm so happy to see you. I've been keeping up with you. Happy New Year to you, fam. Doc Vergets, how are you, family? I wanted to give everybody a chance to get on. I have a really nice surprise. Well, it's not really a surprise because I told you yesterday when I went live around New Year's, right after New Year's came in. So that's why my head is still all over the place. I'm tired. And right, happy new energy. Right when I said I'm tired, I needed that. That was perfect timing. I am waiting for Street Soprano. He's going to jump in on my live. Street Soprano is part of the Black Soprano family under Benny the Butcher. And I met him in Atlanta not too long ago. I had the pleasure of meeting him when Braz, who is another artist, booked me to come out there and sit on the panel, and the energy was just what I'm looking for. The energy is what we need. The energy is what you're looking for, but you didn't even know you were looking for it. So Street Soprano will be joining us really soon. And Karim, thank you so much. Thank you so much, darling, because just say this, I am glad that we have another day to kind of rest and stuff before I get back in the streets hustling, right? But much blessings to you. And Karim, you and I have a lot to discuss, darling, because in 2023, cheers to you and me. We are going to be doing a lot of things because Karim Bliss Johnson, for those of you who don't know of him, and I'm sure a lot of you do who follow me, he has so much to tell, so much wisdom because of life, because of the experience that he has had. And unlike some people who go through things and they hide it under the rug, or they, become really like, I guess, bashful or maybe even embarrassed about some of the things that they went through, they just don't share. They don't help the next person. So I have a lot of respect for Karim because he takes that wisdom and he takes that knowledge and he reinvests it back into the community. For those who have an ear, let them hear, right? And so I see Trust Nobody Music Group in. Hi guys. I got you. Trust Nobody Music Group, and we're going to get into that as well. I keep hitting accept. Oh, wait, there it goes. Sup, Real Talk 808.
Yes.
There you go. Hi, honey.
How you feeling?
What's going on, kid?
How you doing?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now that I'm talking to the lovely.
Well, you know. Thank you, King. Listen, y'all, he is in Buffalo. He is in Buffalo, New York, y'all. And y'all know we have been seeing in the news. I had to call him the other day because it was just getting ridiculous on the news streets. Like, I told him, I was like, okay, I got worried. And
Yes.
he is in Buffalo, New York, y'all. We know they have been going through it. I know everybody's going through it, but y'all, Buffalo's been getting hit a little bit different these days.
Yeah. And this is the first time, because I'm Street Soprano, Mr. Will I Write, we for the people.
Facts.
But so when we seen the driving ban, I was like, driving ban, you know what I mean? We don't need no driving ban. I drove to Buffalo from the Falls. I said, yeah, you know what? It's about our safety. I'm for the people. It's about our safety. It was bad. It definitely needed to be a driving ban. And God worked in mysterious ways, man. I was okay. My family was okay. My TMB family was okay. My Black Soprano family was okay. You know, so you know, God worked his ways, and I would like to say here with you, you know what I mean, far as sorry to the family that lost, you know, members during this storm. You know what I mean? This is something that this is our biggest storm for me to date. You know what I mean? So 2022 blizzard will forever be remembered here. You know, like, so it's just one thing that it did was it just let me know to expand my mind and get more. You know, it's not just violence that people lose their lives to. You know what I'm saying? It could be natural causes. I mean, you know, Mother Nature, in a way. So before I would let that happen, you know, to me or mine, you know what I'm saying? What do we do when we here? Can we leave and be with God happy? That's what matters.
Yeah, because we don't know when, you know, that time comes. And,
Yes.
you know, sometimes we would like to think we're going to live forever. And, you know, even when parents pass away, it's like, oh my gosh, I never imagined that. But the truth of reality is, you know, we have to live each day like it might possibly be our last, because it
Yes.
possibly could
Yes.
be our
Yes.
last.
Yes.
Not that we walk around in fear, but let us walk around with that mentality and just saying, okay, I'm going to love the hardest today because it might be my
Right.
last. I'm going to
Right.
forgive harder today because it might be my last. And so we definitely make sure that you, like you said, you guys are really a team. Y'all are family. And so I knew that because if one of you were okay, then all of you were okay. So I reached
Yes.
out to you,
Yes.
and you know, your energy raised my spirits because you were laughing, and I was like, "Oh no, you fine." Like I was able, okay. and
Yeah.
and so even that, you know, how you had me tickled because I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're looting, they're trying to survive," and you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh please, like they taking stuff they don't even need to survive."
Yeah. Yeah, they take is you know they taking stuff and they breaking into place you know that they don't need to survive. You know what I'm saying? Street game is a clothing and shoe store that was broken into. You know what I'm saying? This is about financial gain. You know what I mean? It's different stores you know that was broken into that had really nothing to do with people surviving. You know, if it was about a survival tactic, by all means, you know that's what we do. But the storm literally say if it was here for 3 or 4 days, that don't give nobody, you know what I'm saying? That's not enough tragic to have to go out there and loot to survive. You know what I mean? It's only been 3 days. You know what I'm saying? We still got enough food in the house to survive through that. You know what I mean? Even if we only eating soups for 4 days. You know
Facts.
what I mean? So the looting was just you know, to be able to do it because, you know, Buffalo people and stuff like that knew that the cops can't get down the street. The cops can't get here and the cops can't get there. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And the cops is not getting out their cars and doing this and doing that. You know, so that's really what it was. If it was a survival tactic, I'd be all with it. You know, I'm for the
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Well, guys, I wanted Streets to come on too because, you know, like I tell all of the artists, people can have a really decent 808. You can have a nice beat. You can get a producer to give you a nice track. But it's the people who actually come to know the artist as people, who they are,
Right.
how they think, what they believe in. Those are the fan Streets that you want, because
Right.
otherwise comes those fair weather people, and we already know society is already fickle. One day you're the greatest and the next day they hate you. But
Right.
I learned through life living that when people come to know who you are, and you know, I've always heard people say when somebody show you who they are the first time, believe them. And
Right.
people become more compassionate towards you being a human being, maybe in the limelight, who are
Yes.
also not God. You're going to make a mistake. You're going to, so that way when you do make a mistake, then you still got those true blue loyal fans who going to rock
Right.
no
Right.
matter what happens,
Right.
you know. So
Right.
we wanted to give you the opportunity. Yeah, everybody see you across social media, on YouTube. Your videos have been going crazy, you know, just
Thank
track
you. Thank you.
crazy.
Thank you.
Y'all, I told Streets, I said, it's his fault that Buffalo had a blizzard, because he's been setting the daggone city on fire so much. I guess, you know, it's his fault, y'all. It's his fault.
Yeah.
But he's tearing it down in Buffalo, y'all. So, Streets, who are you as
Thank
an
you.
artist, man? Who are you? I know you got the Black Soprano family behind you.
Yes.
So, let everybody
Yes.
know, like, who are you? Where'd you come from, man?
You know, I'm you know, I'm a little bit of supernatural. You know what I mean? A superstar, super talent. You know what I mean? Nah, but you know, honestly, man, you know, I am street soprano, man. You know, I come from the east side of Buffalo. You know what I mean? I come from, you know, a few blocks away from where, you know, the big bro Benny the Butcher is, you know, is from. Now where okay, where I'm from in the east side of Buffalo, right? It's poverty. You know what I'm saying? It's poverty, and you can get caught up into, you know, like doing what you're accustomed to, what you're seeing. You know, so it's a blessing for me to get to this point. That's how I know it's God, because I'm going against something that I've known for 16 years. You know what I'm saying? I'll get more, you know, into it. I've hustled my whole life. You know what I'm saying? God is giving it to me now, and for a little minute now, going on maybe 2 years, that I don't have it in me to pick up something to sell. I don't have it in me to answer my phone and people questioning me, yo, bro, where you at? You said it. I don't have that in me no more. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have the drive in me no more. I know that my son is 14. The more I divvy into the streets is the more I lose him to the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we want. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is Young Black King. When you ask who is Street Soprano, is Young Black King, is Black excellence, is knowing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Once you know yourself, people can't break you. So that's who Street Soprano is. So that's what I try to teach my son. You know what I mean? So I'm raising a man, a young man. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, that's who Street Soprano is, man. A father. You know what I'm saying? You know, Street Soprano is, you know, an active you know, member of to family, you know what I mean? Meaning like a son, you know, grandmother, you know what I'm saying? It's not just like, you know, just having family. No, I'm involved. You know what I'm saying? Me and my mom need to, you know, on my end, I need to pick up that phone more, but that's my mama. And this is who Street Soprano is. And I thank you for like this, because I know where I'm going right now is literally what me and the team talk about, is letting the people know it's a real person. I'm here. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? So when you see, you know, my pages or something like that, I run that. You know what I'm saying? It might look corporate or look like this, but that's me. You know what I mean? You hit that, well, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, this is Street Soprano, man. Street Soprano was hands-on. Street Soprano was no gooder or no better than the people around him, than his peers. Street Soprano takes pride in everything that he built, everything that his team has built. And I talk in third party a lot, you know what I'm saying? But the team is TMB, you know, everything that Trust Nobody Music Group is built, and that God gave me to build a name for Street Soprano, you know, under the umbrella of Black Soprano family, but not using it to where it would hurt me in the long run. You know what I'm saying? God gave me to use it to where it would help me. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Benny the Butcher. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black Soprano Family Records. You know what I'm saying? On this next journey that we getting ready to go to. You know what I'm saying? On top of the year. And I thank everybody for believing me. That's Street Soprano. You know what I'm saying? Appreciation, you know.
And y'all, let me explain something to you. You know, the scripture says your gifts will make room for you. And I think a lot of people make the mistake by trying to force it. You know, I had one of my employees laughing the other day because I was talking about certain things. You know, you don't force it. You know, just the analogy that I use, if your stomach is bubbling and you feel something knocking, you don't force that, because if you do, you're going to have a big mistake on your hand. And so in life, you take that same concept. You don't force anything, and you just sit back and you allow the universe to speak to you. And that's exactly what happened with Streets. And anybody, and I can put this on my brand, anybody, if you come across Streets and you see him perform live, I put this on my brand. You will enjoy, feel, connect, and be uplifted by his energy. You will.
You know,
the energy is so compelling. Like, I'm a church girl, right? The only thing that moves me like that is the Holy Ghost. right?
Yeah.
I'm up in
Yes.
there and I'm like, and again, y'all, it's not about the 808. So I need any artists who are tapping in to really tap in. It's about that third eye. It's about your pineal gland. It's about where your mentality is, where you're getting that energy from. Because first of all, you got to understand, as artists, as a DJ, as someone with a platform who's speaking, whatever is inside of you, you are releasing into the
Right.
unseen.
Right.
And so your
Right.
energy that you have is what you are sharing and spreading
Right.
into the masses. And so when I felt that energy and it felt good, I was compelled to stand up and pull out my phone. And I'm like, okay, I got to
Thank
capture
you.
this. I got to capture some of this. And I just was so led, like your gift made room for you. Your gift has been making room for you, which is probably
Right.
how we met. And I mean, your gift, it will continue to make room for you. And one of the reasons why I'm also excited is because your sound in itself is something that I know I've been praying for. I don't want to keep working with the same old, same old. Big shout out to the artists that's out there working their 9 to 5s, got their children like you, Streets, and
Yes.
the
Yes.
studio, spending their money. And you're doing the best you can. You got your artists that you're looking up to. I'm not saying anything about that. But what I am saying is, there's something called going against the grain. There's something
Yes.
called, there's a narrow path and then there's a big broad path. And on that
Right.
broad path, there are many, but on that narrow path, there are few. And you stand out better when you choose to go against the grain. And
Correct.
so Streets actually stands out on his own. God has surrounded him with a group of people and individuals and teams who do believe in him sincerely.
Yes. Yes.
And, I just met him and here I am singing his praises simply because of that energy. And so, Streets, I do believe in you. I'm looking at the thread. Everybody up here comments, they believe in what you're saying. They believe in you. We're going to keep pushing this dude. And as far as 2023, I was in the movie 17 Days. And
Yes. I want. Yeah. Fire.
dude, so my daddy is a preacher, right? So when it first came out in August, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna tell the church to go." And I'm like, "Daddy, that's not a church movie. I don't know if you, I don't know. I think you might want to see it first." So, but in the movie 17 Days, it was released in August of 2022, but it just was released for free on Tubi, and it picked up a second wave of trending. And, a lot of people have been commenting. It's been really trending a lot on Facebook and Streets. One of the things that I think has surprised me the most, we know domestic violence is out there. And for someone like me who's been a little bit more sheltered in my life, I came up in an environment where my mom didn't do stuff like that. Like she didn't take stuff like that. And I didn't see immediately anyone in my family, even though I know it existed, I just didn't see it. So once I myself had some experiences with it psychologically, it kind of helped me see life in a different way. But this movie really shocked me because there are people who I know who, like, for example, I'm like, can you do like a 10-second, freestyle about the movie so I can put a compilation? And, just different people are like, well, I got somebody in my family who's going through that. So I
Right.
can't say too much or I
Right.
want to, or, I'm just like, I'm blown away at just how much of this is happening. And I don't want to skew it and say, Streets, it's just the men beating up the women, because we
Right.
know these women can verbally attack, physically attack, set the guys up, point, pushing that last little nerve that we know,
Correct.
like we may not hit,
Correct.
but throw some water in your face, so
Right.
I'm just really blown away at how much of it is. Like, it wasn't until I went to DC that I'm sitting in a car and I'm seeing a dude punching somebody in the face. Like, and I'm like, what in the world? Like, with you being more Streets, like, what was your experience with domestic violence? Like, what would you say we can do as a culture going into 2023? You say you for the people, you for the community.
Yes. Yes.
What can we do? Like, what is your take on it?
Me personally, you know what I'm saying? I can only give, my personal opinion. With my personal opinion, and I'll start with how I was raised. I'm raised similar like you. I've never seen, um, I've never seen, when I was young, I never seen my mom smoke. Um, I've never seen my mom get hands put on her. Um, you know, domestic violence things, I've never seen that. So what it did for me was it grew me to be against it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for instance, you know, I don't do a lot of rules like dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Trust Nobody Music Group, all my artists, all my staff, they know we got 4 rules. You know what I mean? Those, one of those rules is a no domestic violence tolerance. You know what I'm saying? It can be my best friend, it could be my cousin, you know what I'm saying? And I can still love him. You know what I'm saying? But he won't be a part of Trust Nobody Music Group if he's a domestic, like if he's an abuser. You know what I mean? We don't do those. You know what I mean? So this is my intake on it now. How I analyze and how I go about, you know, in my regular day-to-day life is just, and I would say for 2023, it's just to learn respect. Not only respect for the next person, but first, when you give that person, the next person respect, you're respecting yourself. So it's respecting yourself first. You respect yourself enough to give off this aura. You know what I'm saying? All of us can be gangster. All of us can be mean. All of us can be rude. All of us can be evil. All of us can be angry. It takes more energy to do that than to do it the good way. You know what I'm saying? Just respect. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom told me since I was a kid, which I still use to today, treat people how you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. So respect people the way that you want them to respect you, which is not always so easy. You know what I'm saying? But if you know it's hard in that department for you, challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself goals, 90-day goals, 180-day goals. You know what I'm saying? You're trying. You're noticing yourself try. And I think in 2023 will be better far as, you know, the domestic violence or case. Because domestic violence isn't just male to female. You know what I'm saying? Domestic violence is male to male, mom to son. Yeah. That's what I believe can help. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing if it will 100% fix, but I believe in my heart it'll help because it works for me.
Yeah, yeah. And you said something that's really dope. It's like, you know, we have to learn to respect ourselves in streets. One thing that I think we can all agree to is that there is no more self-respect. There
Right.
is no more respect. You know, the more naked I am, disrespecting my queendom, the more, you know, likes I get.
Mm.
The more I have a gun up on my social media post and holding up money and slapping somebody's ass, you know, and saying, I don't ever want to fall in love with one woman. I just want to be a man whore, you know,
Right. Right.
like
Right.
there's
Right. Right.
no more respect. You know, you
Right.
got people now making videos outside of parent planhood, like that's okay. You know, there is no more self-respect. You know, I don't mind now letting people know I sell pussy. There's no more
Yeah.
self-respect. So I believe that, you know, big shout out to T.I. One thing that I heard him say, and he actually did something with 5 mics with one of DJ Profluence beats for the soundtrack for the movie 17 Days called Run It Up. And T.I. did this interview and he said, you know, some people were raised and some people just grew up, you know,
Yeah.
and
Some people was raised by the stop sign too.
and and that's the thing. So I know that one of the things that God is going to use you to do, streets, is to use your streets and your platform to teach these people what
Yes.
respect looks like. You know, it's easy for people to say, you know, we got to be open-minded and we got to wake up and it's time for us to change. And, you know, well, it's one thing to say we got to change, but now it's time to be the change. And so what we're going to do is teach these Negroes what respect looks like, because obviously down the road somebody slacked off, they forgot, somebody's mama didn't do right, maybe they was a crackhead, I don't know, I'm not judging, but that's why we're here, because obviously the respect levels have just gone out the window. But then people like us, we get looked at crazy because we have respect for ourselves.
Right. Right.
So, you know, the people that do have respect for themselves, the people who are seemingly nicer, are the ones who get slept on, or their niceness gets taken as weakness. And so we have to make sure that we are teaching these people what respect looks like. And so I'm looking forward to doing that with you and using your platform and using my platform to help these women understand that they are to be respected and to not allow anybody, like you said, mama, brothers, husbands,
Yes,
boyfriends, baby
yes.
fathers, I don't care who it is, and the men as
Don't pick
well.
and choose.
Exactly.
Don't pick and choose. You know, morals and respect is morals and respect, no matter where it comes from.
Exactly. Now tell me about this new album. I mean, this new song you have dropping. I was telling everybody, that we were going to be talking more about what you are doing, Streets, in 2023.
Yes.
Talked about who you are, talked about Buffalo, talked about your stance in the community and what we're going to be doing for 2023 as far as domestic violence and how we're going to teach these people about respect. So now teach us what Streets have going on for Friday the 13th.
And we talked about how good of a movie 17 Days was.
Yes, we did. Oh, don't
You
forget.
hear me?
Yes, don't forget.
You know, yes, yes, yes. Let me make sure I touch the question again. So I know exactly
Yeah, so your
the
song
question.
that you have coming out, right?
Yes, okay.
Set it up for us.
Friday the 13th.
Okay.
Friday the 13th, I believe, you know what I'm saying, I'm releasing my first single of the year, which I think is the best song of the year for the world. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? For the world. So, better than last year. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's the title is great. Being at the top of the year and letting what I'm saying by it and letting the people know is my New Year's revolution, you know what I'm saying, as I was coming up, we always had a new one, you know what I'm saying? Or I ain't doing no more of this,
Right.
or, I ain't dealing with these type of people, or my New Year's revolution is this. No, my life has been changing for me, so I don't want to do the same things that I'm accustomed to. Meaning, so now my New Year's revolution is just to do better than last year, just to go harder than last year, to be better than last year at all costs. As 100% good of a father I was last year, I need to be 100,000% more better of a father this year. So everything, that's my New Year's revolution, is to be better than last year. So I feel like Friday the 13th, you know what I'm saying, with the name and everything like that, it was perfect timing. It's perfect timing to give the people a record to know where Street Soprano was going and where I'm trying to get them to follow me to with my journey. And at the same time, if they would listen and read posts and comments and stuff like that, I'm actually giving, real tips that can help on not just musically, but on a day-to-day life as
Right.
being an entrepreneur or a boss, you know what I'm saying, or a man, you know what I mean? So,
Okay.
yes, you know what I mean? Friday the 13th, man, you know what I mean? Shout out to my guy, you know what I mean, Austin Fosto Fisher, you know what I'm saying? This is actually our first record together.
Okay.
I got 3 producers over here on Trust Nobody Music Group, Matthew Busco, Eminent Productions, and now our new add-on, Austin, you know what I mean? So this is our first crack at it, which I believe is amazing. I listened to this record at least 40 times. I go back to the studio tonight to last touches and get it ready for the people. I'm excited about this record. I'm excited about the graphics. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, Daryl Marks. We all know him here as Bigger, you know what I mean? In Buffalo. I feel like everything is stepping up, even him with the graphics, with the artwork. Yeah, I'm ready for I'm literally ready for I'm literally ready for the 13th to be tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to give this record to the people.
Excited. I'm excited because you guys know I have been listening to Streets since I found out about him. And there isn't a song that I don't like. The one all of them. I can't even start calling them out because they're all so good. And when I say they're good, it's not just because they keep your head bopping. It's what's being said. It's what's
Yes.
being said. Even as I was pulling little snippets and putting the promo video together, Streets, like it was so difficult for me because I'm trying to crop like certain verses and certain like,
Right.
and then I ended like, oh, that's gonna end hot. Like I'm gonna end it
Right.
right there.
Right.
But the whole song is so dope. So y'all make sure to go look up Street Soprano.
Yes.
Streets, where can now? I was on YouTube. I saw you on Apple Music. Where can everybody go though for Friday the 13th and make sure that they are ready for that?
Yes, Friday the 13th, man. like I say, big shout outs to you know, my Trust Nobody music group team who's been, you know, doing the best they can, and to this point of getting the music out everywhere that we can. You know, so definitely iTunes, you know, definitely YouTube, definitely every DSP, um, you know, like even the Facebook and the Instagram as far as sharing to the stories and all that type, you know. But earlier before in this message, when I you know, when I said shout out to Benny the Butcher and thanks to Black Soprano Family Records, this is what we're gearing up to do. So now, you know, with this business venture and with this deals and stuff that we got going on, I'm able to be pushed to more outlets, which I will be pushed to platforms that I know nothing of. You know what I mean? So literally everywhere that you can find music, you know what I'm saying, with the team that I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying, Black Soprano Family Records, and shout out John at Next Records, you know what I'm saying, we should be able to reach the people, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully it's a site that I don't know. I like iTunes, iMusic. Hopefully I'm missing a site, you know what I mean, that
Well,
you'll
we'll
be able to
try to
connect.
Google.
Yes. Because I Google myself and it comes up. You know what I mean? It don't got a net worth. You know what I'm saying? I said that in my song. I said they see that I don't have a net worth, so they wonder what my net worth. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? You know what I mean? But we worried about the wrong things, man. It's a young black king here in your presence, ladies and gentlemen.
Facts. Yo, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. And y'all listen, so we are having a birthday bash. It's a Duce birthday bash. Um, Duce, we're gonna be on our Duce sipping and chilling, y'all. Y'all know I'm a Duce brand ambassador. Back in many moons ago, when I met with Jay and Tata, and we had a great time. And back then, I was asked to work with Duce and just to help and do some additional promotion. And so, Streets and I've been talking and collaborating behind the scenes. And so, he is going to be my very first solo Duce experience event. And so I am very excited. It's going to be myself and Brass, the gentleman who actually introduced me to Streets. And so we'll be either in Charlotte or in Raleigh. And so I heard now, and I'm in Raleigh, y'all. So all my artists were tapping in. I'm sorry, but the poll looks like they want Streets in Charlotte because they're saying that they support new artists more in Charlotte than in Raleigh. I didn't say it, y'all. I didn't say it. So we want to make sure that we maximize our opportunities with Streets because like his energy is so contagious. He will catalyze your life for the better. I promise you. He will catalyze your life for the better.
Thank you again, Queen.
Yes, absolutely. And so, Street Soprano, we appreciate you, King. We want to continue to uplift and share and promote. Y'all, Friday the 13th will be coming out called Better Than Last Year.
Better than last year, man. You know.
And go to YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, all of the platforms that you can think of, Tidal, wherever it may be, possibly. Go look for him because you won't be disappointed. It's definitely something you need to add to your playlist. And Streets, as we close out, I want to thank everybody for tapping in and for staying with us. And is there any last comments that you would like to make before we end up now?
Yeah, man, you know, first, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to end, I'm going to thank Cynthia Taylor. You know what I mean? Over there at CT Connects. You know what I mean? You know, again, for this 2023, man, and everybody that's, you know, with me and everybody that's watching, everybody that's seeing, don't know who he is. It's not about just having big things for 2023. I have serious things going on. A bunch of, you know, big opportunities. And by this, when I make a big opportunity for me, it's for my city. It's for black men. You know what I'm saying? It's opening doors. Now I understand all the people before us that opened those doors, you know what I'm saying, for us to get in there. It's true. So I would just leave it with 2023, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. I really, you know, cause it's like I gotta know here, you know what I mean, what to say, what not to, but it's all big announcements and it's so much that I got going on. I just want to share it with y'all, but it has to come as it come. Follow me, you know what I'm saying? Top of the year, you know, with, you know, the distribution and the management and the CT Connects and everything and the tour that I start February 3rd. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
forgot to mention that. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
got so much going on. You know what I mean? Damn, nothing lasts forever tour.
Because let me tell you, I got some people that's out in California that I know would love to check you out. So make sure to let everybody know about this tour, Streets.
Yes,
I'm glad you set up.
yes. Damn, nothing lasts forever, man. Tour Street Soprano was brought to you by 8 a.m. Exposure and the World Is Yours Music Group. You know what I'm saying? Sponsored by Papa Smokes, Black Soprano Family Records, and Trust Nobody Music Group. This is my first. This is my second headline tour. This is my first around America. The first time I did it was just New York State. This
Mm.
time, we're in the East Coast. I mean, we're New York. We're going far west. We're going the furthest we can go. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So what it's doing is showing, what I'm trying to do is show the world that no place in the world is untouched from TRB or Street Soprano. If it's a reason for us to be there, we will be there. You know. So February 3rd, you know what I'm saying? We're at V for Vape. V for Vape in Los Angeles. You know, the 5th we're at Club Attitude in Beverly Hills. That's where we kicked the tour off, you know. And I just need the people to follow, man. You know, this is big for me. It's big for the people around me. It's big for people that's coming up trying to do the same thing to learn. It's just big in a whole. It's big as a whole. You know what I mean? In one on different
Yeah.
levels. You know what I'm saying? So yes,
Absolutely. And Streets. So if they follow you on Instagram and Facebook, all of the tour information will be there, correct? And where
yes,
is where
correct.
they should go, or they can just get everything they need from your Trust Nobody music group page.
Yes, you can actually get everything from Google. You know what I'm saying? If you put in Google, you know what I'm saying, all these things as far as the tour coming up, as far as that, it's gonna pop up.
And
But
merchandise
yes,
have for sale as well. So we want to
yes,
support
yes.
the
Like
whole.
this, you know what I'm saying? The new merch drop, you know what I'm saying? The Will I Write hoodies, the T and B's and the, you know what I mean, the 1.5.
That,
I don't know if we can see it. You know,
oh
it's
yeah,
there, man. You
yeah.
know,
I
it's
like
just
that.
us. It's just us stepping up as a whole, you know, with it. You know, red satin inside, you know what I'm saying? But nah, you know, but yeah, man, you know, so definitely where you can find the merch, you know, about the tours, music, you know, I'm trying to keep the people as much informed about Street Soprano and Trust Nobody Music Group as I can, you know. Again, you know, one thing that I didn't get to say, which I would like to say here is for 2023, man, is my album, you know what I'm saying? My album at the top of the year, man, is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I've been working to give that my all. You can look forward to Street Soprano finally making his first Black Soprano family records cut as far as the album. You know what I'm saying? The Bros, I believe, are on number 3. 4, like the 4th album. I mean, because I count the one before the industry. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's 4 because I'm real BSF. You know what I mean? So this is the first project that and I've been BSF the whole time, all projects. You know what I mean? You know, but God says when it's your turn, it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? And when He gives it my turn, which it is now, I'm not gonna drop the ball.
Right.
But we looking forward to Street Soprano on that next BSF album for the summer.
Yes.
Um, you know, and my album for the top of the year, and a lot of Trust Nobody Music Group stuff, man.
Y'all, it sounds so good. Y'all, I am just so happy that I finally get to share Streets with you. And this is not the last. Like I said, we are gearing up to do some major, major things. February is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
Because there's so much going on, you know, with Streets behind the scenes that he can't get into. There are a lot of things going on my end, behind the scenes that I can't even get into. But one thing is for sure, and 2 and 3 thing is for certain though, is we stand together and one to slay 1,000, but 2 10,000. And we come together united. And so that's the point of us coming on this live today is Streets. I just want to thank you for taking the time to share with my people, to share with my fans, my followers, my friends, and for people who I've done business with and the people who, you know, enjoy my page to see what's going on.
Right.
And because they trust, you know, who I work with. And so I am just so happy. You know, I'm gonna try to get you. I gotta tell Mama Shirley about you. See if we can get you to do a gospel song with her.
Yes. You know what I mean? Because I love God. God comes first.
Right, right. Bring your
God
get
did.
Shirley Caesar and you on something together. She's been asking to do a new rap song since her and Tone dropped something. So we got to get you out here to Raleigh and get you in the studio with her, figure that out. But I'm excited to have you with me, and I'm happy to be with you. Y'all tap into Street Soprano Friday the 13th, called Better Than Last Year. Drops
Yes.
on Friday the 13th. Street
Everywhere.
Soprano, Trust Nobody Music Group. I saw your team up in the chat. Big shout out to the team, Trust Nobody
Yeah.
Music for Life. Christina,
Yes, you know what I'm saying?
Diane,
That was Big Vega, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Vega Visuals, man. That was my first, you know, not was because he is, but he's the first camera my first videographer that came on board with me. So yeah, you know, shout out to Vega Visuals, man. That's my guy, you know.
now, Streets, if somebody wants to book you directly, how would they do that?
Hitting Vicky Blizzard on Facebook.
Okay.
Um yeah, you know, hitting Vicky.
So,
If you follow Street
Streets
Soprano,
on Facebook, right?
yes.
Okay.
You know, so if you follow Street Soprano, you'll somewhat see that it's Vicky. But for bookings, for features or anything like that, Vicky is the one for anybody to get in contact with. Yeah, she's the one that makes those things happen.
Good.
You know what I mean? She tells Street Soprano to get to work.
So y'all know now, if you want to go ahead and book Streets, get him for a feature. Y'all, he is next. You just heard him say it.
Yes.
Black Soprano family, he's up next. CT Connect, Buffalo, New York, he's already been next. So let me tell you, he's going to the West Coast now. He's about to set them on fire. So we have a lot of things happening on the rise with 2023 and Street Soprano. Make sure to go and book him, download him, stream him, connect with him,
Yes.
follow him. He is a real guy, straight up dude. And Streets, we appreciate and salute you, King.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you. And we will be in contact. You know what I mean? I thank you for the opportunity. And you know, one thing is to understand that we're having fun and enjoy, but we're working. You know what I mean? I thank you and I thank you for allowing me, you know what I'm saying, to reach and touch your platform that you've been working on, like you've been building this with your fans and to share it with me. You know, so that's the seriousness of it. So if you see like some I might have did a joke, but then I get right back to serious because this is something that you gave me and it's serious, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I want the people to know I am a person and I'm having fun, you know what I'm saying? But to see the seriousness in it, because when you get a call from Cynthia Taylor, you understand that it's serious. You know what I mean? You understand what you're being called on for. You understand, do your job, you know? So I thank you, you know?
Thank you. Thank you. See y'all now, y'all see why I rock with him, right? Y'all
Yeah.
see it, y'all see it. But listen, y'all, he is so dope. You will not regret connecting with him for life. And Streets, I appreciate you. And listen, Friday 13th, y'all, go get it. Friday the 13th,
Yes.
better than last year. We're gonna be ready for you. And then after it drops, I'll have him back so we can have an album review on my page and really, I'm sorry, talk about the song and talk about the drop and really
Yeah.
just go in and let everybody know the second wave around for the rollout about it and give you the opportunity to talk about it after it's out. And that way we can actually talk about the song and give people a chance to listen to it, chime in and talk about
Yeah.
arrangement, your production and all of that, you know, artist talk.
Because not too long after that, you know what I'm saying, we dropped the video. You know what I'm saying? Friday the 13th, we actually dropped the song. The 12th, which is the day before, we shoot the video. You know what I'm saying? So we get, you know, we'll let them resonate with the record, and then shortly after we'll give them an amazing video to it.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll do the video review. We'll do the song and video review together. And I'm gonna be making sure that I give everyone a heads up because now that we've had so many to tap in and join in with us, that means that y'all are gonna be looking for it. So that means I'm
Right.
gonna see what you want. So I'm gonna make
Right.
sure that you know when you're gonna have Streets back again with me. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. 2023 blessings to each of you. Our love goes to you guys in Buffalo streets, and God
Yes.
bless
Yes. You know, and I thank you again.
My pleasure. Y'all go get that merch. All right. Well,
Do,
I'm
do, 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 do.
ready.
It's Mr. Will I Write. You hear me? Damn.
I got to do the left. Y'all can tell I've
Okay.
been listening to his music a little bit, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, y'all. Happy New Year. All right, guys. Love y'all. Bye-bye.